Welcome to Soft Talk. The picture on the background is from the Annapurna Express Daily, and today's presentation is also based on my article published in the same daily. The presentation concerns Nepal's transitional justice process that is meant to take the peace process after the end of the Maoist insurgency, a decade-long war against the Nepali state that killed about 18,000 people and led to the disappearance of thousands of people. The war wounds fester. Against this backdrop, I am presenting this piece. The justice process, the transitional justice process has remained in limbo, with the political parties not on the same page over the bill. The ruling parties, the Nepali Congress and the CPN-Maoist Center, want the parliament to just fast track that bill, that legal instrument, and get it approved, whereas the main opposition, the CPN-UML, has been demanding discussions, deeper discussions into the bill and incorporation of the conflict victims' core concerns. The picture is of a three-party meeting. Yesterday's meeting between the Nepali Congress, the Maoist Party, and the CPN-UML at the Prime Minister's office at Singhadurbar. So let's begin. The three major parties, the Nepali Congress, CPN-UML, and the CPN-Maoist Center, have reached an understanding to get the bill on Constitutional Council approved through the Parliament. They have also agreed to form a special committee for inter-party discussions on the long-pending Truth and Reconciliation Bill. With the Constitutional Council bill stuck, the Council tasked with making appointments in constitutional bodies, including the Supreme Court, has not been able to hold its meeting, stalling the process for the appointment of the Chief Justice. Monday's meeting at Singhadurbar between Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, Congress President Sher Bahadur, and KP Oli, chair of the CPN-UML, the main opposition in the parliament, delved into the CC bill, that is, the Constitutional Council bill. At the meeting, the three leaders agreed to end the prevailing constitutional void by getting the parliament's approval for the bill. Tabled in the House of Representatives, Nepal's parliament has two chambers. The upper house, that is also called the National Assembly, and the lower house, that is called the House of Representatives. This bill was tabled in the House of Representatives, the TRC bill. This bill has drawn fire from victims of the decade-long Maoist insurgency, as well as the international community, for its lenient provisions intended to grant blanket amnesty in serious cases of human rights violations that occurred during the Maoist insurgency. The bill seeks to get it approved through a fast-track method in the parliament. Lawmakers from different political parties have forwarded more than 30 proposals in the lower house seeking amendments in the TRC bill and stalling the Dahal-led ruling alliance's attempts to get a swift parliamentary nod for the bill. The UML in particular has been standing against the efforts to pass the bill through fast track. It has been demanding serious discussions on the legal instrument and incorporation of the conflict victims' concerns. Prime Minister Dahal's recent remarks about shouldering partial responsibility for the insurgency-era killings. In a recent public statement, Prime Minister Dahal made some controversial remarks, stating that his party, he himself, is ready to shoulder, whatever that means, ready to shoulder partial responsibility for the insurgency-era killings. This remark triggered protests. It further festered the war wounds, once again reminding the parties how sensitive this issue is. The top leaders have agreed to form a 15-member parliamentary special committee for facilitating discussions on the TRC bill. Only time will tell if this special committee will be able to just placate the insurgency victims and get that bill, the TRC bill, approved through the sovereign parliament. Also, not to be forgotten is the fact that this bill has to be of international standards. It has to have that standard, that is, those standards that are a must for providing justice in conflict era cases, in war era cases. There is these cases of extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances. So these are very thorny issues, hot button issues. Whether this bill will address those issues and heal the wounds of the conflict victims, it will be too early to tell. With this remark, we wrap up this edition of Soft Talk. We request you to subscribe to this channel, comment on our presentation, and press that like button. Remember, we are trying hard to promote citizen journalism. We are trying to be your true voice and give space to your concerns. So it is quite important for you as well to subscribe to this channel, to throw your weight behind this initiative. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.